2-0. Gatorade. It's 2-0.
Oh, that's nice. Hello, what's the story, YouTube? It's Example. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're doing Serie A Starter Squad, of course. We're moving on to the leagues, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to broaden our horizon from nationalities toward the league industry. Alright, pretty much what we're going to be doing today is a Serie A Starter Squad. You know how it goes. You've been here for the last few videos, and if you haven't, make sure you check the playlist. But yeah, we're going well, man. We're like, what, how many days in a row now? 7? Did you hear that, Edwin? How many days in a row?
7.
Okay. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to try and dilly-dally as much. We're going to try and just, you know what I mean, concise information for you lovely people. But yeah, I'm not great at that. Usually I defer and I like to talk crap most of the time. So apologies for that. But hey, here we are. And today's lovely team is going to be really cheap. Serie A looks really, really dead this year, if I'm going to be completely honest. There's only a few players that are actually good. I tried to put in as many transfers as possible and also as many upgrades as possible. Because you don't want the player going down in rating unless they're really good and are really fast centre backs. You'll understand what I mean now in a second. Before I get on any further, I have a bit of a headache. I just watched United beat Newcastle, and I'm very happy. But yeah, so other than that, all right, let's go. If I sound a bit sad or something, it's just because I have a sore head. Let's get on with the Serie A Starter Squad. Ready? Bah! So as always, ladies and gentlemen, we start off with the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper this year is a name called Musso. Now, this keeper has moved from, I think it was Udinese to Atlanta, which is a really big move. Atlanta are making some really good signings this year, and you'll see that throughout the video. This keeper had a really good season at, I think it was Udinese. I think he got like 13 clean sheets. He was an 80 rated card, non-rare I think he was. And I think his card is going to be phenomenal at the start of early game FIFA 22. Like, he's 6'4". He's got, you know, decent diving and reflexes and stuff, so I can see him being really good, and I think this is going to be a card that a lot of people should use. This is the year of the Wookiee in FIFA 22, as I keep saying. Chewbacca and the boys, you know them? Yeah, so just big hairy fellas in there are going to be key. Finesse shots and long shots, and hopefully, I'm hoping for that, man. That's my kind of, you know what I mean, forte. Anyway, yeah, so Musso, good goalkeeper. Atlanta making some big signings, Argentine, and also 6'4". Let's keep going. And next we have Big Mela, if that's how you say his name. I'm not entirely sure. He looks amazing, and he had such a good year in FIFA 21 and, like, you know, throughout that season. A great Euros as well. He got a move last season from, I think it was Ghent to Atlanta, another transfer player. And I think he's only going to go from strength to strength. Now, he did play left back for Denmark in the Euros, but he's still predominantly a right back, and he has so much pace, great physical, and the rest of his stats are fairly subpar, but he has an amazing card, and I think he's 6 foot, you know what I mean? So he's going to be a really good like right back or wing back as such, and I'd really recommend anybody, you know, giving a bit of time to him. I think Atlanta this year are going to be phenomenal, especially in defensive, like, you know, mindset. So definitely think about getting him. He could have at least 94 pace, in my opinion. He had 91 or 92 last season, and he's only going to go from strength to strength. I would pick him up pretty early, because I don't think there's a lot of other right backs in the game, like in the Serie A. Like, we have Cuadrado, Mela, and that's about it. I don't think Malquit is going to be any good this year. So yeah, I'd pick him up pretty quick. And next up, you'll be very surprised that we have another Atlanta player. Yep, another Atlanta player. Demiral, who only went on loan from Juventus, but he's a young Turkish player, all right? And he's very good, supposedly. I haven't really watched him play, but he's done really well for Turkey, and he's also done kind of well for Juventus. But he's still really young. I think he's going to warrant his upgrade and rating. So I think, you know, 75 pace, 80 defense, 78 physical. Very good for a center back, don't get me wrong. It could be even higher than that, if I'm being completely honest. I'm really interested to see how he gets on. Atlanta, as again, look at them 3 players that you've just seen on your screen. 3 Atlanta players. I know I said Serie A Starter Squad, but this is just looking like an Atlanta squad at this rate. I think there's one more Atlantean to play in this starter squad, so don't worry, we're going to change it up now. Okay, and next we have probably one of the greatest FIFA cards of all time. I've never really seen him play in real life, but he's always had a decent rating and great stats for FIFA specifically. But this year, with how bad Napoli did in the Serie A, and also Greece are kind of muddy. I think Manolas is definitely due a downgrade from 83 to 82, and that's why I said earlier on in this video, the only people that you should accept that as a downgrade in a new FIFA are those with a lot of pace. Now, he will get a downgrade in pace, but not a very big downgrade in pace, just a little bit. You know, he's still going to be sick. I'm still going to buy him, and he's always relatively cheap, especially early game. I don't know why. Like, look at his car. I understand he has 42 passing, 25 shooting, but it's not exactly relative, is it? Or relevant to a center back, you know? So I would definitely still pick him up. His stats are going to be crazy once again, regardless if he does get the downgrade. And he's a Napoleon player, you know? So a lot of good links there, I think. And last but not least, for the defense, we have our left back. Now, this left back is also a position change. Woo! And he also played for some of the games for Italy in the Euros, and his name is Spinazzola. All right, now this man ran a rampage on the Euros early, like what, the first 2 games, I think it was, at the groups, and then I think he like fucked his Achilles or something. His Achilles just went. But I can see him going from a left mid to left back this year, and still, you know, warranting a bit more pace because he is really fast. And then also, you know, keeping his more attacking side, like good dribbling, decent passing, but he's very physical and defensive as well. So I see this card being real. Now, should he have 86 pace? Probably, maybe more, you know, because he has so much pace. They probably might bring down, you know, his defense and his passing and dribbling. FIFA just do that, you know what I mean? Like, he could have 84 pace, but because he's very good at attacking, they'll just bring down his defense because he's good at attacking, even though he's a defender. Stupid, I know, but that's the way it works. This is the card I think he's gonna get, and that is the defense done with. And next up, we have Castro's GOAT. All right, Napoleon player, Mexican, Irving Lozano. This card has went from strength to strength, man. I think he scored like 13 times it was in FIFA, or sorry, in last year's season in the Serie A. He's had a pretty good season at Napoli in the last year or so, scoring 13 goals. I think I already mentioned that. But yeah, he looks really good, and I think he's only going to get an upgrade again. He's also like a fan favorite in FIFA, and they usually tend to keep people around for those kind of cards, and they're like, we'll just upgrade them for the banter. You know what I mean? It's one of them. Now, he is a good card, and I'm looking forward to using him. Probably going to be 4-star again, and relatively cheap again because the Serie A is mud. Next up, we have the formidable center mid partnership. All right, ladies and gents, we have Amrabat and Zielinski. Now, these 2 cards are going to be amazing together. Zielinski had a really good season last year at Napoli. He scored 10 goals and assisted 8. For a center mid in like 30 games, that's amazing, I think, you know? I don't think it was expected of Zielinski to get so many goal contributions in such a short time of frame, so I think he's definitely going to warrant his upgrade. 82 rated is what I'm going to give him. He has 5-star weak foot and 4-star skills in-game. I'd imagine that's going to stay the case. He has decent defense, good pace and dribbling, and Amrabat to match him is just going to be a great little partnership. That Amrabat has great defense, physical, and pace. So you have somebody to ball play, and then you have the other to kind of just break up stuff. So definitely a very strong center mid partnership that we have there, and I'd imagine it's going to be pretty cheap. And in our left mid position, I really struggled to find the left mid this year, but I think I pulled it out the bag because it's probably somebody you've never heard of, but he looks really good, and I'm really interested in seeing how he plays out. His name is Boga. All right, Boga. I don't know. His card reminds me of like an old school Ryan Babel, not because of his hair color, but just because I think Ryan Babel had 87 pace and 85 dribbling and 75 shooting at some point. Anyway, yeah, he just looks like a good card. Sassuolo is a nice addition as well because, yeah, a lot of these players are from very similar clubs. So, yeah, sorry about that. But in all seriousness, this Boga card looks really good. All right, decent pace, decent dribbling, decent shooting, pass, and all that malarkey. Looks really good. If you can find a better left mid than me, do let me know because I could not find one for the life of me. So I had to kind of, you know what I mean, last resort kind of thing. So I think he looks good. Hopefully one comes out that's better. But hey, until then, we cross our fingers. And now we head into these strikers, ladies and gentlemen. The first striker that we have had an absolutely amazing season over at Atlanta, of course. It is big Luis Muriel. Now, this man has been an OP card for years now. Years. And it's great to see him score 22 goals in the season for Atlanta last season. and hopefully he's only going to get better from there. I think I saw him play a few times and I wasn't very assured myself, but his stats won't lie, and nor will his upgrade when he does receive it. Probably, in my opinion, from a 79 to an 82. I think 22 goals in a season does warrant that, in my opinion. So I'm looking forward to using this card. 4-star, 92 pace, 87 dribbling, 82 shooting. It sounds unreal, and with the current meta of next year, I keep saying it because we have a lot of gameplay stuff going to come out when it comes down to it. I think over the top balls to strong, fast strikers is going to be essential this year. And that brings me nicely onto our next striker, Osimhen. Plays for Napoli, Nigerian, came from Lille. Wow, he has some amount of pace on him, some amount of shooting, and also great physicality. Now, his dribbling does let him down, don't get me wrong, but he makes up for that in an abundance of pace and strength. So I really think these two boys up front, with the amount of playmakers that we have in behind in the midfield, are going to be amazing together. I don't think he has the skills that Muriel would have. 2-star skills this year, if I'm not wrong. So you won't be able to do much skills with him, but don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. This man will bag for you all the time. You know, he has the shooting, he has the pace, and he has the strength. Over the top balls to glory, baby. But yeah, what a team, what a card. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Serie A squad. Now, I think it looks amazing, you know. As a whole, it looks like it has a decent amount of pace all around. I don't really see any weak points. Maybe the left mid if possible. If you would make any changes to this Serie A team, do let me know. I think it looks pretty decent. There's nothing that I can see wrong with it. But hey, I'm not always right. I'm human too. And if you think anybody is actually deserving of a downgrade here, let me know. Because, like, I don't really watch the Serie A. I'm just here to make videos and bring some people some entertainment, I guess. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, thank you very much for watching the video. If you haven't already, like and subscribe and all that crap. But yeah, thank you very much. Serie A Starter Squad ticked off. Next up, I'm not sure exactly what it is. It could be La Liga, it could be Bundesliga. We'll find out. If you want to know, let me know. All right. Thank you very much, boys. It's been Example. Good luck.